money motherfuckers here. We like to say what's up, guy. It's our way to say hi. In February, it is good to know a plow guy. It is shaped like a key, also where I like to ski. Tell by my belt buckle that I'm most definitely from.
What's up, my diggers? I went back to that Sugar Shack farm property there, but we didn't go on the Sugar Shack and hayfield sides. We went to the property across the street that last time I was out there showed a lot more potential. And I brought my mom with me. She wanted to go digging, so she had a blast. She had a grand old time. She left a little earlier than I did. I didn't find much after she left anyway, but we had a good time. Lots of laughs. It's a good time. It's a good time, so your mom goes out with you. Oh, that's what you found.
And then I found a replacement blade for your new saw.
Oh, thanks. I could sharpen that up real good. And
you're working on your bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah, I can use that, Ma. Thanks.
And this is really kind of an old
yeah, it is.
can.
You just got to make sure you tilt it to the right a little bit so the water stays in.
Yeah.
That'll work.
So, that's hers.
So let me get right to what I found. I've got some very interesting stuff. So stay tuned. Here we go. First item is this here, the wick assembly for an oil lamp. Still got the little gears way inside of there. Pretty cool. So down around 6 inches, giving me a scrambled signal between a 55 and 70 was this. That is the wick adjustment section of an old oil lamp. Cool. This little hook, it's got some ornate designs on it, typical of the 1800s. Alright, second worthy diggable target is this copper or brass something or other. I have no idea what it is. I know I got one. It's got some designs on it. Let's see if I can get any markings. Looks like flowers or four-leaf clovers or something. I'll get it all cleaned up. I don't know if it's bent this way on purpose. There was a hook to hold something. I have no idea. It was down about 5 inches, giving me 70 to 75 on the VDI. And I still am not quite sure what its job is. But right after that, just a few feet away, I dug this. The compulsory iron ring. Bob didn't dig it, but I did. The compulsory iron ring. It was giving me a good signal about 75, and then of course all around it was grunting between 19 and 30, but it was hitting good, so I dug it. I don't mind digging these. It ages the property a little bit, so cool. On to the next. Now, what was interesting is that once I got it home and started cleaning it up, I noticed something pretty interesting that I've never noticed before. These two items seem to fit perfectly together. So maybe they were a mate at one point, or this was some sort of a hanging device for your bridles or something. So that was pretty cool. A key. I seem to be having an identity crisis. Today, I think I'm Bob. I got a key. First the compulsory iron ring, now a key. Wind's picking up. I got thunderstorms coming through later on. I was right on the, well, about an inch down, right here. It's not old. I'd say 80s, 90s, somewhere in that neighborhood. They still make these. This is really cool. So my next dig is this item here, which I believe to be something off of suspenders. Chipmunk. Anyway, something off of suspenders maybe? The strap would go through that top bit here, and then through there was, I don't know what would fit through there, some kind of rope, little piece of string. I'm not sure. I'll get it cleaned up better and show you. It's pretty cool though. What pisses me off about this property is, I know the club's been here dozens and dozens of times, and that's fine, but when they get into mass groups like that, they tend to have less etiquette about it. I've found no less than 7 big iron targets that have already been dug. You know what I mean? Like you get a hit, and you know it's big iron, but you want to see what it is, and you dig it up. Everything I've dug, the grass is already broken, you know, the flap is already cut, the soil's already loose. And it's like once they found that it was iron, they just left it there and covered it back up. You know? They didn't take it out of here. It just pisses me off. Anyway, on to the next. This is either a suspender buckle of sorts, or maybe for your overalls. And the bottom part would have that peanut-shaped loop that would hook onto your overall button. I did find a coin. Now that's kind of weird to find here. A 96 zinc penny. Right on the surface. Right there. Kind of weird. I mean, I'm close to the road, but interesting. Of all things, I found a 96 clad penny. Zinc penny. In way better shape than the 2000s that we dig. So I don't know if the copper coating is thicker on these. This was a little bit of a heartbreaker. That would have been nice if it was in one piece. Ah, that would have been a beauty of a whatever it is. I think it's some kind of a escutcheon for a door handle. I mean a drawer pull, maybe? Like bouncing between 20 and 70. So, that's cool though. About 4 inches down. I believe that to be the decorative escutcheon that goes behind a drawer pull to give it a fancy background. These were cool to find. You know what that is? I do. That is 1/2 of the frame and locking mechanism to a coin purse. There'd be another one of these and they would overlap each other and lock in. This sucker was only 4 or 5 inches down, but I'm going to grid search this area really, really carefully right now and dig everything. Mixed signals, whatever. See if I can't find a empty coin purse. I'd like to find the other half of it, but I'd like to find the coins that were in it too. I had to check my pocket to make sure I didn't drop the one I already had. About 2 feet away, there's where I got the first one. Here's where the second one come up. And look at that. Those are a perfect match. How amazing is that? That is so cool. Now I'm gonna assume that the coin purse that goes along with it has since deteriorated. This might have been the only piece left since they were so far apart, and there's nothing else around it but iron signals. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'll let you know if I get anything. If you don't hear back from me, this was all there was. But that's still pretty cool in itself. So those are definitely off of a change purse. This big honkin' hunk of brass. So down about, I don't know, 6 inches, I guess? Yeah, about 5 to 6 inches. This is a solid piece of copper. It's not a, I thought maybe it was like a brake line tube or small plumbing supply line or something like that bent up. No, this is solid. And it's old. It's hand forged. I'm gonna guess it's some kind of buckle, or was some kind of buckle, and ended up getting bent up in the workings of the farm here. Gave me a 66 on the VDI. I don't know. I hit it with a file right there. You can see the brass showing through. It's not copper. It's definitely brass. So that's cool. And then this thing. Alright, I'm going to attempt a live dig just because of this signal here. I'll try and get the headphones so y'all can hear them. $82.83. Now I know that to be either a copper penny or a clad dime. 83 is most definitely a clad dime. It could also be an 82 if it's been in the ground a while. So let's see what we got here. I'm not going to annoy the crap out of you, but I want to know what else is an 83 solid on the VDI of this gold bug. Seems like a larger target. Could be an old beer can. They show up in the 80s, but they usually jump around a little bit. This one didn't jump. Uh-oh. What is that? Whoa. Some kind of relic. I don't know what that is. Okay, cool. I believe if you look inside of here, you can see 3 ball bearings. Alright? And you see how it tapers down. I believe that this was some sort of a holding device. Maybe a braided steel cable went in this end, pushing them ball bearings up this way. But then when you pulled back on the thing, the ball bearings would tighten up down this taper and grab the cable or the rod or whatever went through it. And then this would hook onto something. I'm not exactly sure, but that was pretty neat to find. And the last dig of the day that I got on record, I had a button, a round button, but I've since lost it. This was a solid 66 on the VDI of the gold bug, and I'm not sure what it is. It's like copper. It's copper, but it's hollow. There's no threading to say that it was, screwed onto a rod of some sort. Maybe it's one of them buttons, them bubble buttons. This is a steel button. That I believe to be an underwear button. It was giving me a cranky signal, staying around 88 to 90, but bouncing down to the 20s and 30s. So I'm guessing it's steel. I'll see if there's any writing on it. But that's what that is. It's a metal button of some kind. I've heard them called underwear buttons before, but I'm not sure. My last dig, going back home. Swing, beep, dig. I believe that to be an underwear button. So that was cool. And that's it. Another good day out in the prairie. Thanks for watching. Oh, I found that gold cufflink that I found in the last hunt that I said I lost. I've since found it. I think it's a cufflink. I don't know. I'm afraid to bend this back, but it's very like it was swinging on this piece here. It'd swing back and forth. But it's definitely goldy looking, so that's pretty cool. All right. So once again, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and all that other happy stuff. And good luck to you all on your next hunt. If you get out, hopefully you get out soon and find everything you want to find, and swing, beep, dig.